Alright y'all, back with another classic from the 80s. We had a 1988 Chevrolet Caprice, aka box. This thing's super nice on the inside. Paint is solid too. It's had a repaint sometime in the last 2 years. I don't know the exact date, I just know it's been in the last 2 years. So we go ahead and get into it. As you can see, let me back up. Beautiful color. You guys see that we set it off with the 20-inch chromes with the blue white walls. Blue line vogues with the white walls. You can see that you can tell it's been repainted. New lines have been laid. We're just gonna go ahead and move down the body. Body looks solid. I don't see any like dents or anything that need to be pointed out. Any crazy scratches. Looking at the roof of the car, get you guys a better showing of how that paint looks under the light. It's not even heavily swirled up yet neither from like car washes and things like that. All chrome is intact around the windows. We'll keep on moving back towards the rear quarter. First thing you notice, bumper fillers are solid. And rear quarter, I don't see any waves, any dents. She looks nice and straight. Back windshield is good, no cracks there. And you guys can see this trunk. Looks like they went a little heavy on the clear and probably didn't cut it, but either way, still looks solid. Rear of the car looks good, bumper's good, impact strips intact, no rust on the bumper, and no dents that I can see either. Looking down the driver's side, again, looks pretty straight. I don't see any bubbling, any crazy dents. I see a little dent right here, right there. Smaller than a penny, but I can see that one. There's a scratch on the roof. You can see that somebody probably put something on there. It's not super deep, like my nail doesn't catch on it, but it is something that you can see. That's about 6 inches away, and that's about 2 feet. So just to give you guys that, so you guys can see it. Doors look properly aligned. All the trim is intact, chrome trim, and with the blue in the middle. Everything is solid going down. And front fender looks good. Looking at the glass, no cracks, no rock chips, and all trim intact. And then we're gonna come down the hood. Seems to be properly aligned. I don't see it catching in any of these corners. And as you check out the front, the grille is solid, no pieces missing. And again, bumper, chrome looks good, no rust, no pitting. We'll go ahead and pop the hood and pop the trunk. Underneath is super clean. You can tell that it was well maintained. Obviously, she's got the 305 AC, power brakes, power steering. Very, very clean, well maintained underneath. Go ahead and check out this trunk. Trunk is clean, just a piece of carpet laying down. What I will show, what I think is dope, when we went through this car, we left it back here. First, it's old school sunshade, like literally from the 90s. I thought it was dope, so left it in there. But the other thing that's super impressive, we got a bunch of maintenance records. Oil changes, things that were done to the car, tires, just all different stuff all in there with some original documentation from when the car was purchased as well. So stick that back in there in that wheel well. So relatively clean. I think the interior is where this car really shines. Obviously the blue on blue is definitely a hit, but as you can see, these seats look beautiful. No stains, no burn holes, no rips, nice and soft. And then the headliner's been redone, no hanging anywhere, looks great. And carpet looks beautiful as well. There's our passenger door panel. Like I said, I love this blue. Same thing on the front passenger door. No warping, no cracks. And then here's our passenger seat. Beautiful. And the dash is solid. no warping over there. You get over to the driver's side. Again, excellent interior. No rips, no smoke smell, no pet hair. Just a beautiful, beautiful interior. Dash is solid. I got one crack here, straight down the middle, and that's it. Other than that, no warping. So give me a second when I got this. All right, y'all, let's get started on this test drive. As you see, she fires right up. Let's see. Lights are on. I can see them in the dash and off the cars up in the front. Let's see if the interior lights. Yep. Interior lights work. Horn good. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. Tilt wheel. Good there. What else? Gas is showing full. Mileage reads 84,557. AC does work. Radio works. There we go. Export. Yep, good there. I think that's it. Everything else is manual. Let's see if that lighter works. I just be wanting to check it. Last time I did, I wasn't on the video, but that Chevelle that we had, I did a FaceTime with somebody. I checked the lighter, and when that boy popped out, it flew on the ground. Man, I was nervous that it was gonna burn the carpet. And clear, this one works super bright too. So dope. I think that's everything. There is like a little lock here. I think this is some type of old school alarm system. We don't have the key for it, but it's got a red light on it. I'm pretty sure it's some type of old school alarm system. So I can already tell this is gonna be a super smooth drive. Motor sounds nice and quiet. Brakes feel good. All right, let's see. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight. That's about how much play I got in the steering wheel. She looks to be centered. Let me get back over. Hitting the brake, no pull, so that's always a plus. 20s don't impact the ride in any way at all on these boxes. Obviously they can hold up to like 6s with no problem, but like I said, 20s, you don't impact the ride. You still get a nice smooth drive. You don't bounce all over the road. Speedometer is working, doing about 35 now. As you can tell by the camera and the hood, super smooth ride. Suspension feels solid, not all over the place. I got all the windows still down and none of them are rattling in the door, so that's always a plus. It just means your window seals, your Phelps, your guides, all of that is all lined up properly, not tore down. Let this truck go by first. I don't hear any belt squeal, any lifter tick, any exhaust leaks or anything. Just a super quiet ride. And she's pulling pretty easy too. I'm doing about 40 now without getting deep into it. So obviously the 305 ain't got no type of power when it comes to, you know, pulling off or racing, but for cruising it's good enough. Which most of the time people that get boxes, you end up doing some type of swap anyway. You're gonna do some type of LS swap just to keep it easy. So all this room in the engine bay, you can put whatever you want in there. Oh, I didn't check the wipers. Wipers good. I think that's everything. So yeah, I'm gonna get back and throw her on the rack and we'll give you a view underneath. Got the box up on the rack. Rear bumper looks good, no rust, no issues there. You can tell underneath has been coated and it looks super clean. New gas tank, no signs of leak. Frames, floor pans, trunk pans look solid. Some point in time, the exhaust was done from the cats on back. Drums in the rear. 10-bolt rear end. We'll just keep moving down because, man, this thing looks flawless under here. I know it's been coated, but the way they did it, it just looks great. Frame looks solid. And then again, as you look at these pans, no weld spots, no soft spots. This thing looks phenomenal under here, honestly. Sometimes, you know, obviously when cars are coated, you know, sometimes you might think that it might hide something, but in truth, everybody that's got a nice car that's built one, they get their bottom undercoated, so it's easier to clean and so it doesn't rust out. This one, you can tell they did a really good job because there's no flaking or cracking, so it's nice and smooth underneath, so kind of can tell there's nothing hiding there. Looks like a new oil pan was added on. No signs of any leaks, and no signs of leak from the trans pan either. Disc in the front. All suspension appears to be stock. Like I said, this car is amazingly clean. Probably the cleanest box underneath that I've seen, honestly. Front bumper good. No dents, no cracks. Nothing to point out there. Coming around this passenger side. Wheel wells look good. Wheels are new at all 4 corners, so we won't point that out again. Chrome cladding looks nice. I don't see any dents. I don't see any rust or bubbling. And then our rear quarter, like we already knew, it looks solid. Same thing over here on the passenger rear quarter. And we're gonna keep moving. Got a little bit of a dent in the cladding here. Rocks kicking up, that's normal. But again, no bubbling, runs, or anything in the paint. All right, y'all, if you're interested in this box, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, we appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.